Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's get the ball. Alert three.
Recon, 132 fighter. Shoot.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
61, matchbox lights. Get it.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Undercrush.
Here's Locke. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
I don't think you got it, sir.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
That's another Broncos first down.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the draw. Lindsey. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
On the double. 53's mine. Check. 53. X3. 218. Chop.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Check 52.
Slam, slam, slam.
Protein spill. Yo, 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 go, go.
Switch.
5.
To throw again, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27.
Ready?
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Shoot. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Down.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. So he got free at 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
15 line. 15 line. Big grip. Big grip.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Go.
Motion.
Running on first down, Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
At their 49-yard line.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Let's go now.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back.
The first carry now. This is Hill. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
6 yards.
Back, 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, exit.
Back to throw. Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Back deep is DJ Chark. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
60 Pittsburgh.
All day, baby. All day.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Choose the mic. Watch Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check.
General West.
31.
Now. 5.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he fires one, but incomplete. So drive 1, they had the field goal. Drive 2, touchdown. And now here on drive 3, looks like they're going to have to punt.
At least they were finally able to reverse the trend, because giving up the field goal, then the touchdown, it's almost like they finally got to the offensive side of the ball and said, okay, we've got the system to shut you down.
And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Charger drive about to get going. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run. And that'll make it 2nd and 6.
That's where you belong.
Jesse Jewell on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. 61, matchbox lights. Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, echo.
53 is the mic. Hey, let's get this, get this. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check the backer, check the backer.
Get it.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And take it right on the 30.
Let's go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Yeah.
Whip. Watch the whip. Let's go.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
What we got?
X3, 218, chopper. Go.
Off the play fake. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Here we go.
To Mike Williams. It's a gain of 20. First down, Chargers.
Got it.
7's the mark, boy. 47. Check, 47.
Protein spill.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Bravo. Hit it.
On first down, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Snap.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The intended receiver there, Allen.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Play action. Now it's Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, touchdown LA. Austin Eckler, 92 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Ready up.
52, Mike, 52. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Hey, Alpha. Get it.
On second down, here's Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready.
On third and long, it's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. The gap's getting wider there. The Saints have scored again. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. They started on the ground with Eckler. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off play action. Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on third down. Herbert, he'll get this to Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
6-man. Check.
61 Matchbox Light.
Switch. Check 9, check 9.
Blue draw Corkers. Hey, zoom. Snap.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On second down, Eckler. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
We're going 25, 80 weapons. Here we go. Time.
On 2nd and 15 now. Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. This time they stay on the ground. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the right side with Eckler. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, 75 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him early and try and create a big play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Locke going to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his his own 6-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Set, 8, read.
Mark 27. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Hey.
Topper, topper. Rock it. Hit it.
Now a toss play to Eckler. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
2nd and 14. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
General West.
Say.
Hey, orbit.
25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, 25.
Hey.
We're going 25 the mic. Let's go, defense.
Here's Locke to throw. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now it's Lindsey. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 7, Locke under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Kill.
Blue draw Corkers. Hey.
Motion.
Locke taking the snap at 1. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Hill on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Hey, lock it.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
64, wait.
Off the play fake. Herbert will be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch the screen.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. This is the tight end fan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Go.
Block off of play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 44. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Big grip.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Block. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Ready, set.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And the Chargers first down.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go. Greystone, travel. Hit it.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Rock it.
33-yard line.
Now.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Big Ed.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, Haywood.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. It's our time. It's our time.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Herbert, he's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on third and long. Block. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
X3, 218, chop.
Lock going to go on fourth down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Now Eckler, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. It's Eckler again. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards on the play, first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Six guys, check 6 guys. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Check.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready, break. 27, Mike, 27. Check. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. Badgley's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Here we go. Here we go.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. The Broncos send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for our visitors, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire